So another in a series of really interesting questions that have come in. This is from a patient who unfortunately miscarried relatively recently, and she's concerned because her estrogen level was low. It was in the low 200s after her embryo transfer, and even when we doubled her dose of estrogen, we had a hard time getting her estrogen level to rise. So the question here is really, is a low estrogen associated with miscarriage? And the answer is, it doesn't appear like it really is. A lot of programs out there do embryo transfers and they don't even measure estrogen levels after the embryo transfer itself. They don't even measure them in pregnancy. Yet everybody measures progesterone levels because we know that progesterone is so important. So the question is, why are we worrying about estrogen levels? Why do we even check it? When do estrogen levels transition over from being made to be made by the placenta? And the answer is that it looks like maybe 7 to 8 weeks is when the placenta takes over estrogen production, as opposed to 8 to 10 weeks when it takes over progesterone production. Therefore, we supplement estrogen levels earlier in pregnancy, and we can do that in a variety of different forms. Usually we try and use oral estrogen pills because they typically work relatively well for most people. If they don't work well, we can use vaginal estrogen. So you take the exact same pill that you put in your mouth, you put it inside the vagina. Absorption is far superior, and typically we get a skyrocketing in estrogen levels. We can also use transdermal estrogen patches. We can also use injectable estrogen. But the most important thing to remember is, in this particular case, the odds of miscarriage happening because estrogen level was low is also very low. I would look elsewhere.